Beneath the chilling veneer of the Cold War, buried deep within classified archives, lies a file stamped with a single ominous word: Seraph. This was the code name for a clandestine psychological experiment, one so disturbing its records were meant to be erased from history. Its ghosts, however, still linger in the decaying corridors of abandoned military bunkers and the hushed, empty wards of forgotten psychiatric centers, a silent testament to a project that went horrifically wrong. The subjects of Project Seraph were the forgotten men of society. Political dissidents swept from the streets, homeless individuals lured by the promise of a warm bed, and prisoners offered a clean slate. They were told they were pioneers, contributing to a new frontier of human understanding. Lured by the promise of a new life, they signed papers they couldn't read and willingly walked one by one into a sterile, hermetically sealed chamber, unaware they were sealing their own fates. From behind one-way mirrors, researchers observed their every move, every word captured by hidden microphones. For the first 72 hours, the men were defiant, their spirits unbroken. But then a change began. A low-frequency hum, almost imperceptible, was pumped into the chambers. It was a sound wave designed not to be heard, but to be felt, a vibration that resonated with the darkest corners of the human psyche. The defiance melted away, replaced by a creeping silence, then a gnawing, infectious paranoia. The breakdown was swift and total. The psychological degradation was unlike anything the researchers had anticipated. One subject was observed staring blankly into a polished steel panel, his own reflection a stranger to him. Another clawed at the walls, screaming in terror that the sterile white surfaces were alive, pulsing and breathing around him. In the dead of night, a guard discovered words scrawled in blood across the chamber glass, a language no one could decipher. The experiment reached its terrifying climax on the 7th night. A sudden power surge caused the facility's lights to flicker violently, before plunging the entire bunker into absolute darkness. Emergency generators sputtered to life moments later, but the damage was done. In the restored light, the researchers stared in disbelief. Several of the sealed chambers were now empty. The subjects were simply gone. In one of the remaining cells, a lone man sat facing a wall, whispering a chilling phrase over and over: "We have seen beyond the mirror." Panic erupted in the control room, and the order was given: shut it down. The cover-up was immediate and ruthless. Documents were hastily fed into shredders, and entire file cabinets were incinerated. The bunker was declared structurally unsound, sealed with concrete and wiped from all official maps. Yet whispers persisted. A piece of grainy, undeveloped film was smuggled out by a conscience-stricken technician, its frames revealing little more than indistinct, shadowy figures moving with unnatural speed in the pitch-black corridors just before the power failed. Decades later, the legend of Project Seraph survives not in official records but in the dark corners of the internet. On an obscure forum dedicated to government conspiracies, a user uploaded a single encrypted file, Seraph Log Oro1. When decrypted, it wasn't a document but an audio file. It was the low-frequency hum from the experiment, but embedded within it was something else, a faint rhythmic pulse. As analysts isolated the sound, it resolved into the unmistakable, synchronized beat of 3 human hearts. The official story is that Project Seraph ended that night, but some who have studied the case believe otherwise. They see the shadows of intelligence officers continuing the work in even deeper, more hidden facilities. They theorize that the project didn't fail, it succeeded. It didn't just break the human mind, it opened a door to something else, something beyond our dimension. Deep in a government vault, a single buried file marked Seraph is said to emit a faint, inexplicable glow in the dark. A quiet pulse waiting for the day the door is opened once more.